Hey y'all, since a lot of you couldn't make it to the meeting we had yesterday, thought I'd try something about doing a virtual meeting here. Um, First of all, welcome back. Tried to have this meeting a couple times. I have been basically out of the office with sick leave, and then I haven't been back in the office until the 1st of November. And so I am back, but anyway, just wanted to keep you updated. November 8th, there's going to be a post-secondary student meeting here at Nash Community College. This is for students that want to go into leadership. If you want to share it with your students about attending, it's probably going to be all day on that Friday. It'll be from 8 in the morning till about 3 in the afternoon. November 22nd is the normal Atlantic Beach Advisors meeting. That if you want to go to, I just need to know to let Tammy know how many people would be interested in doing that. So if you could send me an email whether you'd be interested in doing that advisory board meeting. Another item, I know there's been a lot of concern about the new president and his emphasis on skills, and I'm sure he's going to be very positive about it, but even without that, the Board of Trustees is very excited about skills and what we're doing with it. And so even if the president were not to be, the Board of Trustees is definitely interested in the Skills USA. And the upcoming Perkins 5 funding is very helpful to Skills USA as far as activities. There's even some budget items that allow for student travel, which we've never had with previous Perkins. And so we're going to be having a meeting on that internally on the 10th just to kind of talk about how those Perkins funds will be spent and kind of what's available. I'll know more after the 10th on that. And then also coming up, I know this October, November, December is some peak time for your advisory committees. And so if you wouldn't mind letting Sonia and I come in and talk 5 or 10 minutes to your advisory committee about Skills USA and about the kind of honor cord concept that we're doing to promote the framework skills in your classes. And so I think it'll be good for you and good for us. Also, Sonia wanted me to remind you that we will need officers, and we'd like to have an officer in every different program. And so if you could nominate somebody from your program to be an officer, and even if they're not enough officer positions, at least if we have one person from every program coming to a meeting, at least that information will get disseminated back to your group. And so that's kind of what we're looking for on that. Meeting dates, we're going to do a better job this year. We know we've got cosmetology department hosting the odd months, and then the Advanced Manufacturing Club hosting the even months, and so we're going to do our best to get those dates in stone ahead of time, and we'll get those dates to you as soon as we get them. Next listed is the conference dates. It's going to be, state conference will be April 22nd through the 24th, and it will probably be that one day on Wednesday. And then there's cosmetology itself will be doing their competition on April 6th. This is on the national competitions, June 22nd to the 26th. This will be the last time it'll be held in Louisville, but it will be held in Louisville, and the next year it will be held in Atlanta. And just from what we've seen and everything, competitions and state and national will include more framework information. So that's going to be really important for students to be aware of that in their classroom, how it's applied, kind of pointing out when we're doing the, that crosswork framework that you did, kind of making some emphasis or review on that and showing students how they can kind of relate that back when they're being interviewed and being talked to. The next item is the Skills USA portal, and this little purple tag you'll see as I pull this up. What I did is try to highlight any of the new things that appear. And just for instance, I know Anthony was talking about bringing on ITS and cybersecurity, and so that was relatively new. He told me he doesn't have any students for this year, so we probably will not include that. But like electrical systems technology was new last year. We have a new donor page, and so if you get donations from anyone for skills, we'd like to give them a mention there. There also is some Skills USA blueprints that you might want to be aware of that really kind of break down what's going on exactly in your areas. For example, let's pull up CNC milling, and what do we have here? It will be a kind of a listing of how CNC milling breaks through each of the skill areas. These are credentials that students can actually earn if they want to go through the Career Essentials, but this breaks it down of why they need to know algebra and some other things, and it kind of helps students get an awareness of kind of what they're looking forward to and the skills that they will learn over the years. What else did we have here? Crosswalk. Oh, and then one thing I just wanted to give you an example. Jason Davenport helped me create a resume for him. Let me move this over a touch if it'll let me. Yes, it will. And so what we did is, this is kind of a Skills USA resume, and very minimal information here at the top. Education, what he's into. The technical skills right here were actually taken from the blueprint I just showed you, and so you could list those things right there. And then with every resume kind of showing that we're, because of our programs and our crosswalk, that we do address these things in our classroom. And so that goes as part of the resume. And then Jason happened to have some work experience, and so we put that in there as well, just to kind of, and it, again, if they don't have it, then we would fill it with something else. But it helps a student that with not much related to work experience kind of show off what they've done in the classroom right there, the soft skills that they're learning in the classroom, and then the work experience there, of course, is always good to have. Wait a minute, let me get back to that. And one of the things that I was trying to key in on before is I worked with Jason to create a WorkHands account. And so again, this is a visual portfolio, and widen the screen out here just a little bit. I guess it won't let me since I'm recording. But it just lists his information. I actually worked with him about just taking some pictures of his projects when he became state champion. It shows his degree up there. These are some of the projects that he worked on in class, and certificates, tools that he used, people he's connected with, and so on. But this can be a real good tool for your program, so that like when an employer sees what they're actually doing in class, and it's very real to kind of skills that they're looking for. So they've done a wiring diagram, and he's got an example of it, and then his actual project is there as well. And so again, good information for the student, good promotional information about your program that we're really giving them the skills they need. But basically that was it. I'll attach, as always, you'll get all this information from the past to look over if you're interested. But that is kind of the new stuff for the fall. I'm also getting ready to do the membership, so I'll be doing that in the probably next week, and so we will be ready to rock and roll with getting our membership uploaded. But anyway, look forward to working with y'all, and looking forward to another big year with Skills USA. Thanks. Bye.